Thank you, Mr. Chairman. It's been an incredible honor to serve the people of the great state of Georgia in the 10th District for the last 4 terms, and this is my last time addressing you as fellow colleagues here from the House floor within these hallowed halls of Congress. No question, the history and the marvel of this place, our nation's capital, is something that never ceases to amaze me. I cannot express how deeply grateful I am to have had the tremendous privilege to represent the 10th District of Georgia among the ranks of so many incredible men and women before me, and to play a small role in shaping our nation's history. And with God as my guide, I've set out in the last 8 years to not only represent him well, but to represent Georgia's 10th District and our country well. I would be quite remiss if I didn't take a moment to extend a heartfelt gratitude to many in my life who are so important and who have made these last 8 years so meaningful. Certainly my wife, Dee Dee. We all know this is not an easy place for family, and I cannot express to her the deep love and appreciation I have for the incredible support that she has given. Our 2 daughters, Anna and Sarah, their husbands, our 4 grandchildren as well, have stood by me and us through all of this so much, and I love and appreciate them more than words can say. Our staff, both here in D.C. and in Georgia, have been among the best here in Congress, and I want to say a heartfelt thank you for serving our constituents and for fighting the battles here in Washington with such integrity and honor. And what a team you have been. You certainly have made me look a lot better than I am, and I'm deeply appreciative of that. My colleagues here on both sides of the aisle, it's been an honor to serve, and I particularly express my gratitude and love for those fellow men and women within the Freedom Caucus whom I've come to love tremendously, and it's been such an honor to serve with each of them as well. Obviously without the guidance of God and my faith and those around me, we certainly would not have been able to accomplish many of the things we've been able to do here. But as a pastor, prior to coming to Congress, my focus here so much has been on moral matters, things like life, faith, and family, protecting the rights of Americans, specifically the right to freely worship without fear of intimidation or harassment, has constantly been on the forefront of my life and continues to be. And although I'm departing from this current post, I cannot stress enough the importance of those who will be here for the 118th Congress to continue fighting for the repeal of the Johnson Amendment. We all know that the First Amendment is for every American citizen, the right to speak, to uphold those beliefs in the public square. And certainly those beliefs, the epicenter of it, if you will, is certainly in churches, and the centerpiece of that is in the pulpits. And our government has no right entering the pulpits of America, determining what can and cannot be said. And so I urge my colleagues to continue fighting that good battle. Another piece of legislation that I introduced my very first year here was the Sanctity of Human Life, which sought to declare that the most fundamental right that we have is the right to life. And I've introduced this bill, in fact, every Congress, every session since we've been here, and I look forward to being able to pass that on to those who continue the fight. And while it's been of utmost importance to focus on ending abortion, I've also felt it's important to memorialize the 63 million lives that have been lost. That's why I introduced a bill to instruct that the United States flag be flown at half-staff on January 22nd of each year in honor of the unborn who have lost their lives. If we ever forget history, It's bound to be repeated itself. And if we, God willing, see the end of abortion, we need to likewise remember those who have given their lives, the innocent, in this struggle, in this battle. And, you know, at the heart of it all, it's my prayer that our country would see a spiritual awakening. I'm convinced that we can't resolve all the problems in this country by passing another piece of legislation or throwing another $1 trillion at a problem. We need the good hand of Almighty God to guide us through these days, and we need a spiritual awakening, and that certainly is my utmost prayer.
The gentleman's time has expired.
I thank the chair, again, my colleagues, and wish each of my colleagues a continued success here in Congress, and a Merry Christmas to each one. Thank you so much. I yield.